Greetings, all my mad scientists. Welcome to the V'ger Network. Thanks for stopping by. Now, if you want to leave a comment or want to talk about anything, please leave a little something down below here in the comments section. You can also contact us anywhere you see this video posted on Facebook or any other outlet. You can also drop us an email at thevgernetwork@gmail.com. Alright, so this week as we seek the Creator, we're going to talk about a creation. We're going to explore Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, which was written in 1818. She actually originally wrote this anonymously, at least first. And then later on, of course, it was publicized and made into plays. And of course, in the 1930s, we get the movie version, which stars the great Boris Karloff. Now, there's lots of stories and interesting tales about how the story comes about. One of the coolest ones, I think, most recently that has come out was in the latest season of Doctor Who. So check that out. It was pretty cool. Now, like we said, in the 1930s, the movie versions of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein comes out. And several years after that, we get the sequel, The Bride of Frankenstein. Now, in this movie, the monster has escaped the townspeople. We want to focus on one particular little incident in that escape. He finds his way into a cabin in the woods where he meets an old blind man. Now, the blind man cannot see that he is just a horrific-looking monster. But he embraces him nonetheless. He calls him a friend, and the first things that he does is tries to talk to him, understands that he can't speak, sets him down, feeds him, gives him rest, and then prays with him. I found that was pretty interesting. And what he prays is a prayer of thanks. You know, he says that he's been along for so long and prayed for a companion, a friend. And it has been many years since any human being has even stepped foot in his cabin. That's loneliness right there. Well, he prays in the prayer that he gives thanks in. He says, I thank you for sending me a friend, someone to be a light to my eyes and comfort in a time of need. Wow, it's pretty amazing. Now, it's interesting to note that just about every species on this planet seeks out some sort of social life. There is no truly independent creature. Whales swim in pods, birds fly in flocks, lions have prides, ants have colonies, and of course, we as humans are built to have a relationship. It is indicative of seeking the Creator. We want that relationship with the God that created us. I mean, even in the Bible, in the very beginning, God creates the world, He creates everything, says it's good. He creates man, says it's very good. And then says it's not good for him to be alone. And He creates Eve. Matter of fact, the word's used as a helpmeet. And the Hebrew words directly translated means equal opposite. See, someone to share in life and to help and be all the missing parts that we aren't quite ourselves sometimes. Even when He sends Moses to help get the Israelites out of Egypt from Pharaoh, He doesn't send him by himself. He sends Aaron. And in Jesus' ministry, He has His 12 apostles. And when He sends them out to teach, He sends them 2 by 2. So we're always meant to be together. And as much as we want to claim to be introverts, we still go home to our families. We still go home to our moms, our brothers and sisters, our husbands, our wives. So we're not completely alone, are we? Now, there's an ancient strategist. His name is Sun Tzu, and he wrote a book called The Art of War. And in this book is a quote that gets spread around quite readily, where he says, know your enemy. Matter of fact, it says, know your enemy and know yourself. It's pretty interesting there, isn't it? Now, what does Sun Tzu and Frankenstein have to do with one another? Well, according to the Bible, we have an enemy that is constantly trying to divert us, constantly trying to subvert our natural instincts of seeking the Creator and seeking that relationship. And I think that enemy knows his enemy. So if you want to demoralize your enemy that is supposed to be social, that is supposed to be around other people, that wants a relationship with people and with their creator, it's one of the best things that you can do. Isolate them. That's kind of what's going on right now, isn't it? Now, I realize this is a pandemic, but this is the first time it's been a worldwide situation where the entire world has been told to stay home, stay away from everybody, and keep to yourselves. Now, we are very blessed and have the benefit of technology. You're seeing this video on YouTube, and it can be seen all around the world. Many churches are broadcasting their sermons and services live on Facebook, on YouTube, and other mediums. And even before that, they were doing that, as well as podcasts. But it's also important that we reach out to one another, not just to our friends and family, but to those that we know that are alone. Those that don't get to go home to a full house of animals and loved ones, that actually do go home by themselves or are stuck by themselves, the elderly, people with mental disabilities. They need us to check in on them. It's something to think about, guys. Anyways, have a great day. Also, don't forget to check out John Krasinski's Some Good News right here on YouTube. It's a great little show that he puts on. Check that out. Alright guys, J-O-Y.